Hey, thanks for coming back to KG's Garage. You'll see in this video I'm going to be replacing the stock exhaust on the 2008 HHR with one from MagnaFlow. So it's going to be a MagnaFlow catback system. So sit back and I hope you enjoy the video. Probably be a lot of time lapse because it's just been me struggling to get the old exhaust off. But anyway, I hope you like it. Thank you. PB Blaster. Here's stock. This is the new one, MagnaFlow. Probably goes like this. Many months later. Let me show you what I'm going to do today. Previously I put a MagnaFlow exhaust on here. And I was having problems with O2 sensors and stuff like that, so I gutted the cattle converters. and now it's just way too loud. And it's also throwing a code for the caliper converter. So I picked up a pace setter. Well, the original one, I'll show you the original one in a minute, has I think it has 2 caliper converters. So this only has 1. So there's a little pace setter. I don't know why they did this, but the stock application has, so this here attaches to the manifold, and the manifold has the O2 sensor in it, and they have an O2 sensor here. So they have a before and after O2 sensor. I think maybe for headers. So I need the after one. I got to plug that one in. But this one, so now I'll have 3 spots for O2 sensor. So I have to plug this one. So I bought a plug. I'm going to put the plug in this one. I'm going to take this one out, and the other O2 sensor is going to go here. Hopefully it'll quiet it down a little bit and get rid of my engine light. I'm not that happy about the small opening. I think the exhaust that's on there now might be a little bit bigger. I don't know what size this is. Looks like 2-inch. What's on here now, you have, hold on, 1 caliper converter. There's the O2 sensor. That's the after O2 sensor. Another caliper converter. And the other O2 sensor is way up there in the manifold. I don't know if you can see it. See it there? It's inside the manifold. Yeah, since how loud it's so loud inside, and it's making like the vibrations and the droning. It's just horrible. So anyway, hopefully this will fix the problem. I just put this O2 sensor in not too long ago, so it should come right out. Should come right out. There, see? I knew it would. Now I'm hoping I can get it out without having to undo the wire, because it's all the way up there. It's a pain in the neck. Come on, almost out. There, it's out. I need to take these 2 out. It's a 7/16 and smaller, 5/8. So let me go get a 5/8 wrench. Looks like it's gonna work. Yep. Yeah, see, I have this extension where it's like bellowed out on there. If you just put on a little bit, it has a little bit of play. It can do a little bit of an angle. That should be just enough to get this bolt off. Yep. And get these off up here. There's 3 bolts that hold this exhaust flange on to the manifold. It's going. Hey, we got 1 out. There it goes. I bought new gaskets, so let's see if they match up. This one. Yep, that one matches. They were good there. And this one. Yep, that one looks good. Good too. Even though it says for a Saturn IV 2.2 engine, it's gonna work. What I don't think is gonna work is this difference in length. This is pretty much lined up right here. Looks okay. That's not in the same spot. And what is that? A big difference. So I don't know if the exhaust is going to be able to push back that far. Well, let's try to put it up there and see what happens. Alright. Oh, look at that. Even with the size difference, it still fits. It's tight. Oh, can't see what I'm doing, huh? Let's go up here. There we go. Sorry. Alright. Last is the O2 sensor. There. And 7/8. Okay, get this out of the way. All right, now I'll put it down, we'll start up, and hopefully it'll be quiet. A few weeks later. What I'm doing today is messing with the exhaust. I'll show you what's up there and what happened. I'll tell you everything, why I'm changing it out and stuff like that. So, okay, so let me show you what I have here. I've got MagnaFlow catback exhaust here, all the way back. Yep, MagnaFlow. See it? All right. So I had that, and it sounds good. And then I was having problems with O2 sensor. I thought it was a clogged cat, so I gutted the original pipe for the. This is a 2.4 liter. And then when I was driving, it was way too loud, and it was vibrating like crazy, making horrible noise. So then I saw somebody online had a, we'll call it downpipe, from the exhaust manifold to the resonator, right? I guess it's a resonator. Different for a 2.2 liter. So this is a 2.2 liter, and it's skinny, and it was, the O2 sensor was throwing a code. So to fix that, I got this little 90-degree deal. It has different washers you put in here to limit the amount of exhaust. What happens is, the computer reads the difference between the upstream O2 sensor and the downstream O2 sensor. And if the difference is not within the parameters of the computer, it will throw a code. So it's throwing a code. So we got that little thing with the O-ring in there, and I kept getting loose. So what happened was, I was driving it, and plus it hits right up against the frame. When I'm at certain points, when it's idling, this thing hits, you can see it's wearing right here a little bit. Anyway, what happened was it got loose, and this whole 90 was facing down, and I didn't know it. The O2 sensor hit the ground, the wire got cut, and I just threw the wire up over here. I think it's right here. Broken. And I disconnected it. It blew the fuse. To fix this now, I went and bought from a company that makes stuff for these Ecotech engines. It's a downpipe for 2.4 liter or whatever, all the naturally aspirated cars. So hopefully it should just bolt right up here. You got the flex pipe, 102 sensor goes here. You got the cat, and then the downstream O2 sensor will go here. And supposedly with this setup, it will it won't throw a code. I won't need to put that 90 in there. Plus it's nice. I think it's like 2.5 inch pipe, so it's a bigger pipe. So it'll probably, I don't know, it might sound a little bit nicer too. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in there. I'll show you. It's not that much work. I mean, I just drove the car, so it's a little hot. These 2 bolts here. Take this guy off here. It should be 3. Can't see it that well, but there's 3 bolts there that come off, and they've come off before, so it shouldn't be that bad. And then I have a new O2 sensor to go in here, obviously, because that one's shot. So that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll see what it sounds like. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is loosen this up, take this O2 sensor out, throw it away. That's garbage. And take this out. There it goes. See the little hole right there? And you can switch out that, there's a little spacer, and you can change out that hole with whatever size. So if you're still throwing a code, you can put a different one in there, smaller one. It worked until it got loose and rubbed on the ground and destroyed the O2 sensor. The nut came off, I mean, it didn't break. So there it is. Okay, let me show you what I noticed here. There's an O2 sensor, because I have the stock manifold. There's an O2 sensor plugged in right into the manifold. I guess if you have headers or whatever, you wouldn't have a O2 sensor into the header. So they have it in the pipe right there. And then your downstream's here, so the upstream's here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that one in the manifold, plug this one here, and then put the downstream there. So I'm going to take that plug. Actually, I have a plug here. What I might do is take that plug out of that one and put it in there. That looks just like a bolt stuck in there. So I like that plug better. Take that plug out, screw it in there, and then put this up. I have it plugged, put the O2 sensor in, because it's easier when it's out of the car. And now I'm going to put this up there. So this has to go, alright. No, this one's not tight. Nope. I like this. There's a whole bunch of room right here, so it won't hit. The only thing left on this exhaust is to take the O2 wire and figure out where it's supposed to go. This heat shield, and run it inside this heat shield. So it holds it out of the way. Okay. That's that. That's the exhaust install of the company that I bought this from. So next thing you'll hear is I'll start it up. Hope maybe some people learned something. Make sure you get new gaskets. I already had gaskets because I just replaced that pipe. I put that thinner one on here, that 2.2 down pipe. But yeah, get new gaskets, and make sure you have one of these plugs if you have the stock manifold, so you can plug up one of these O2 ports. Alrighty, okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. I just wanted to show the size difference between the new one and the old one. The new one looks so much nicer too. I think it's like a 2-inch pipe instead of the 2.5, and it doesn't change. It's 2.5 the whole way.